Hi guys, so welcome to a new episode. My guest of today is Mahir Pandi, and you may know this hunk from winning India Top Model, and he also shares his love for acting and poetry on Instagram because I believe that his videos are poetry. And if you already follow him on Instagram, you may already fallen in love with him because of his mesmerizing gaze. But today we're going to talk about a lot of fun stuff. So if you have any questions for him, just ask them during the live.
Hey,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. What did you do today?
Nothing much. Just the usual workout and the
Mhm.
same old regime. It's been lazy days because of the lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, surviving.
But where did
How are
you
you?
get the motivation from? Because sometimes, like, I work out, but I just work out like two, three times a week now instead of like five, six, because I just don't want to.
For me, it's
So,
like a lifestyle. I've always been
yeah.
a person who's been into physical activities. I was a footballer. Then
Mhm.
I've shifted to MMA, then gymming. So, you know, some sort of physical activity has to be there every day for me because
Yeah.
that's more or less my lifestyle. My
I
days
feel
are
it on my
independent.
body also. If I don't move every day, I feel like little pains and I feel old. Like, what's this? What's this? So I really have to do it also. But yeah,
Yeah.
like let's start because let's start at the beginning because in 2018 you've won India's Top Model.
Yeah.
And how have what have you learned since being in the industry? Like, are there some things that you think like, oh, I didn't know that before?
There are a lot of things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you the typical norms. Like, people think having a good physique to enter the uh, acting industry or Bollywood, as they say, is very important. But when you go there, when you start auditioning, seeing how people want you to look, it's not usually
Mm-hmm.
about the body, it's more about how you look than your physique,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe
you
how you
can change
speak,
that
or
always.
yeah, you have
Yeah,
to be flexible. Like you have to be in a condition where you're ready to either look like you're muscular or look like you're a normal average guy. You know,
yeah.
so you have to be
Mm-hmm.
flexible. You cannot be rigid. That's one. Secondly, you cannot be buff at all because on
You cannot
camera
what? Sorry, what did
you
you say?
cannot
You
be a
cannot be?
buff guy.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so it's like if you're on camera,
Mm-hmm.
your weight like you look 9 pounds heavier on camera. Nine.
I also feel like I'm looking like that now. I'm like, oh my god.
No. But
Or I
like
just
those
gained weight.
things, those things weren't actually, that we were told about because we eventually come. It all comes down to the social media. You would
Yeah.
always look up to people who are famous on social media, who are in the industry.
Yeah.
But then, okay, they've been around for years,
Mm-hmm.
so they are at a position where they can choose. But for a
Yeah.
newcomer, when you enter the industry, you cannot be a chooser.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
That's
So
true. Okay, okay. So that was like the biggest things that you didn't know before.
yeah, one of those. Like
Yeah.
there are several other things like how things actually happen behind the cameras and
Mm-hmm.
how much effort is put into it, how the
Yeah.
script reading sessions happen, and how much the director, the directors actually live the story that they're making.
Yeah.
It's
It's like
like
their
a part
baby,
of their
right?
life for them.
Yeah.
So they actually focus on the very minute details that you'd
Mhm.
say. They take
Yeah.
care of everything. Like I'll give you an example, right? I was doing this web series. It's called Anti-Social Network. It's going to come out soon.
Mm-hmm.
So this shooting, and we were. This is like I'm playing the negative lead in that. I'm not going to give you too much details, but
Mm-hmm.
the set
I would still
was.
watch it if you give me every detail. So, but go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So we were shooting, and it was a night setup. Now I'm supposed to have a den. Like the den was so authentic that we had to walk so carefully because we were shooting on the third floor
Oh
and
wow.
that building is like 100 years old. So we
Yeah.
had to be so careful because if you step on the wrong place,
Mm-hmm.
it could fall down. You can also fall down.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So
god. Did you sign a
yeah,
waiver before you started filming?
every contract has that. Like if
Yeah.
something happens to you, it's not their responsibility. So
Your problem.
yeah,
uh, yeah, sorry. So you did that like with the shows. That was also a thing that was like,
yeah. So
okay.
they want everything to be authentic as much as is possible for them. So
Yeah.
yeah, those things are like, oh wow, people do actually take that much interest. It's really an art form for them. But
Yeah, but it's
people are
also
trying it. yeah, but the people outside who are watching it, they cannot relate to it. They're like,
No,
it
they
hardly
only give
matters.
feedback.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. But also, you started when you started acting when you were in third grade. Where did that ambition come from to become an actor?
See, I wasn't a guy who would talk a lot or
Mm-hmm.
speak a lot, you know, but poems and doing Hindi plays, all those things, that was something I was comfortable with,
Yeah.
and the stage was a place where I could actually talk.
Mm-hmm.
I would talk to my classmates because I didn't have the confidence to, but
Mm-hmm.
on stage, I never felt that way. It was so easy for me to talk to people. And
Mm-hmm.
most of the time what happens is there's a huge crowd, but the lights are on your face.
Yeah,
So
you
you can't
cannot
see
see them.
people. So it was so easy for me. So
Yeah.
that's how it started. And by the time I was 15, I got my first job, technically. I started working for All India Radio.
Okay, nice.
So I used to do a lot of on-air plays. They used to call it Bal Natya Kalakar. That's like Hindi for junior drama artist.
Mm-hmm.
Started at the age of 15. So I used to do Hindi plays, and then slowly I shifted to English plays. And All India Radio was where it all basically started for me, where, you know, from the school plays, I actually went professional, and the exposure came into play, and different things. People got to know me. I got to know people,
Yeah.
and they taught me, and it was fun.
Yeah. But it wasn't like an idea for, okay, I'm going to do this to achieve that. It was more like because you liked it and enjoyed doing it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was see. I was more focused on my studies. Let's be honest, because
Mhm.
I was
Yeah,
very
we,
studious. I was in school. I was very studious. I didn't think about what I want to be or whatever.
mhm.
But if I was doing something, I liked it. I made sure I kept doing it,
Yeah,
and slowly when you grow up, you start realizing that this is my call and this is something I want to do and this is not
yeah, like,
something I want to do. So then you
yeah.
form the decision.
Okay, okay. But I also have like a little game because if you could
Okay.
replace these actors
Okay.
and play their role, which movie
Okay.
would you choose and why? So I would just say
Okay.
an actor's name and you can just like any movie they been part of.
Okay.
Yeah? You
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
Okay. The first one is Hrithik Roshan.
War.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Hrithik
that's
Roshan,
nice.
yeah. Army guy,
I
I
don't
would,
even have to ask why, but you can say
yeah.
it.
I would play that. Like that army guy, that character, beautiful. I would do that.
Mhm.
All
But
right.
okay, yeah, this the first one is War and why I already know, but tell more.
Yeah, because that's the character I really like. So when I was very young, I
Mhm.
always wanted to be a part of the armed forces, Indian armed forces.
Oh
And
yeah,
especially the way Ritik was looking in that was like, okay, I want to do that character.
yeah, yeah. That's a really nice movie also. Okay, the second one, Shah Rukh Khan.
My name is Khan.
Okay, why?
Beautiful screenplay, beautiful story, a character I think I can play.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Ranveer Singh.
Ranveer Singh, Padmavat.
Nice. You choose good movies. Nice. So you know your movies. You know your movies. Okay, next one, Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan. Oh my God. There's so many stories,
Yeah.
so many movies. You cannot choose one for Amitabh Bachchan. There can be
No.
several. But if once I'm in that age, I would definitely do Bagma.
Good one. Yeah, nice.
Nice, because it's a good story. People can relate to it. So
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay. Next one, Akshay Kumar.
Akshay Kumar. Let's say Airlift. Because it's
Okay.
just fresh in my mind. Nice
Uh,
story.
okay. And the last one, Varun Dhawan.
Varun Dhawan. Uh, um, Varun Dhawan. I guess I'd do Student of the Year only.
Yeah. Okay,
First
okay.
one.
Yeah, okay. Nice, nice. So that wasn't really hard, right?
Sorry.
That wasn't really hard, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really nice for you. Okay, but before you also started making short acting videos on Instagram, which I love
Yeah.
by the way. How do you come up with those ideas?
See, when I started my acting in
Mhm.
school, we used to do a lot of plays, especially in Hindi,
Yeah.
and I used to write all of them, most of them actually.
Okay.
So yeah, so like we used to I used to have a team, and when I was in ninth grade in school, I formed this club we used to call the Dramatics Club.
Mhm.
And in Hindi, we
That's so
named it in Hindi.
dramatic.
Yeah, but we named it Mukhote. Mukhote means masks.
Mhm.
So, every day you put a different mukhote, a different face, but
Yeah.
every face has a different message.
Deep
So we used to
also.
do a lot of those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is something I used to do a lot in school. We used to do a lot of street plays as well. So quarantine, sitting at home, you're locked down. What to do? Let's
It
get
brings
back to
up that, yeah, it
stuff.
brings
Yeah,
those
let's do
kind of
something
stuff.
simple.
Okay, okay. What is the next like video we can expect? Can you tell us more about it?
I got a lot of material, but see, I intend on writing a lot, but my focus is always on delivering a message.
Yeah.
If I'm talking about something, I need to inform people about something as well. That's one. Second, my language needs to be very easy for people to understand.
Yeah.
So the Hindi I've actually, been writing or reading or been acting in, the language we've been using is so pure that if I start doing my poems in that, majority of the people won't understand.
Yeah.
So the real task comes when I have to make the Hindi very simpler, add a little bit of the modern slangs to it, and
Yeah.
then also make sure that I need to provide them a social message. Like the first one was about bullying. The second one was about LGBTQ rights and how people don't, consider them equal. So third one is going to be something on the same page but different. And
Yeah.
I'll do it soon.
Yeah, but so that's also important because people see a video on your gram and they think, oh, it's amazing, but they don't think of, I don't know if they do that, but there's a lot of work before that because you think about it, you have to write it, and it wasn't one take, so that's also really nice. I couldn't do that. But what tips do you have for people that want to start acting, and now that we're also staying at home, how can people work on their craft?
See, from someone like me, I would say you got to pick up a different topic every day, a different character every day, and do that. But what people tend to do is they would pick up a character, they would, when doing method especially, they would look at the characteristics of that person or that character, but they would forget the characteristics of themselves as a person.
Oh yeah, so it's not authentic.
Yeah, so how you evolve, and it's not going to be natural if you just stick to the characteristics of other person unless you spend a lot of time with that character, form a caricature and become that person. So how do you do it? You make sure you don't forget how you are as a person, what are the similarities between you and the character. So that part isn't acting, that's just you being you on camera, so that comes out naturally. Then you have a little bit of features or characteristics or habits of the other character that you just have to put in somewhere. So that's very easy, it becomes easy.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be thinking of it as a task, it has to be natural. So that's what I believe. And I feel losing yourself, your persona, your actual vibe on camera is not the right way to go about things.
No, you cannot do that for years. Like, I don't think you can do it for years.
Initially it might work for you, but later on, what will you do? You'll be lost. Who are you as a person?
You're acting in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I believe in authenticity, but to each its own. That's my opinion. Not something everyone would agree to, but it works for me.
Okay. And how do you work on your craft? Because you write a lot at home. So like people that are like just starting and don't have like that experience beforehand, like how can they like all doing online things, or how can they work on their craft?
I would disagree to that. Everyone in their lives are fighting. They're basically struggling somewhere or the other, right? Everyone has a different war altogether.
Yeah, true.
Everyone definitely has some experience, some part of the life that is very sensitive to them.
Yeah.
So that sensitivity can do two things. It can either make you bitter or it can make you better. So it always comes down to you. Like, how do you want to use it? So let's say if I have a sensitive spot towards something that is, let's say, bullying.
Yeah.
So for me to express that feeling or be that character would be very easy. So let's start,
Yeah.
That's the thought process. What you have with you
the
should be
that
your
you have
starting point.
inside.
Yeah, because it's going to be natural. It's going to be easy for you. So let's
Yeah.
start in the comfort zone. Then, you start exploring. Then it becomes comfortable to you. So that's
That's
what I do about
true
it.
because everyone has like experienced good and bad, so you can get like use them,
Yeah,
not use them, like those feelings you can use. Okay,
absolutely.
nice. I didn't
Everyone
think
has
about.
a very unique experience. So,
Yeah,
people can relate to it, but they can't say it's the same. So that's where the
yeah.
authenticity comes in. You gotta
That's
put it right out
that's true.
there.
Yeah, it's like you tell a story to somebody, but they cannot like tell the same story to somebody else. Only you can do that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, nice, nice. Yeah. But you've also been very vocal about your weight loss journey. But people
Yeah.
always look at the physical results of that. But how did you deal with it mentally? Like, how was that for you?
Uh, b- Initially, when I was young, when I actually started that journey,
Mm-hmm.
it was clear in my head that I need to become an actor. That's why I started it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you initially start losing some pounds, you
Yeah.
know, the atmosphere, the surrounding changes. You gain
Mm-hmm.
confidence. That's one.
Yeah.
Secondly, people start giving you attention. Your everyday shows that you would do, that are actually normal for you, people would even start appreciating that
Yeah.
because you look different as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know, the society is very superficial.
Yeah.
So, I'm just talking about myself. When I started that, and I started noticing those things were very attractive for me. I was like, oh shit, I want more of that.
Yeah.
So that was the real motivation. But
Mm-hmm.
sooner or later, when I had lost that weight and I was there, then sooner or later you realize how superficial it is, how fake it is, how
Yeah.
temporary it is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's been the whole journey. Like I started for something else, ended up doing something else. But the lesson we eventually got, like I got, was something that's going to stay for a lifetime. That, just don't do it for anyone else out there. Do it for yourself because that's what matters.
Yeah. But also, I spoke to somebody else in the life, and they said that they lost weight because a friend of them told them you can never get that girl, and that was so hard. I was like, it's not a good motivation to have that, but like
Yeah.
it's good that like he had
No,
it.
everyone goes through
That's
things.
not a good way to like do that because you should do it for yourself. Yeah. But
I've been through that as well, but it's fun. you
oh,
need all those bad moments in your life to push you because you can never achieve anything in your comfort zone. You have to be pushed out of your comfort zone.
yeah, true. That's really true. Yeah. Wow. But it's so sad that like losing weight, like I struggle with it too, like in the past, but like doing it for somebody else is like it's a real mind fuck, like let's say that. But um when you lost all that weight, weren't you scared to gain it back? And was that, how did you deal with that mentally? Because I if I speak for myself, like when I lost the weight I was like, okay, I'm happy, but now I'm scared to gain it again. So have you ever felt like that?
Absolutely. The
Mm-hmm.
moment my abs are like not so clear, I'm like, oh shit, I've become fat. I need to get back to my routine. That's
Yeah.
always there
Mm-hmm.
every day. So but that's like an addiction, as they say.
Yeah.
Once you reach a level, like it's like reaching somewhere is easy. That's not the tough part. The tough
Mm-hmm.
job is maintaining that whole process,
Yeah. And
or
not.
even get better. The progress is something else, but maintaining that thing and then progressing, it's a tough
Yeah.
part. It's a tough part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So that, because that was also something that was like, even if it's like you're not gaining weight like in one day, but if you ate something and you're like, where are my lines? Like you freak out.
Yeah, that gives us
But
that.
what is a good balance between enjoying food and having a healthy lifestyle? And now also with quarantines, because sometimes I'm like really healthy, and sometimes I'm like eating chocolate and this and that. Like,
I'm eating everything. Trust me, I'm eating everything.
oh,
But then
I,
I'm following certain timings. Like I believe in
yeah.
IF, intermittent fasting.
I tried
So
it, but I
it's
can't.
very healthy.
I always have to eat something, always a little bit of fruit before I go to bed. I just need something in my mouth. I tried. But okay, tell me. Sorry.
So I do not skip my breakfast when I do IF. Like my eating hours are very early. I always work about those timings, like I don't skip my breakfast, but I do not eat anything for at least 5 hours before I hit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I'm having a chocolate cake or a pudding or anything or eating a lot of sugar during the day, by the time I sleep, it's already been digested,
Mm-hmm.
or most of it has been.
Yeah.
And and I also work out during those hours, so some extra calories are used. And since you're only eating for those few hours, you cannot go on a caloric surplus, so you won't gain weight.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I really
Plus,
need to try it, but I really.
yeah. And
Oh.
I'll tell you some other benefits about intermittent. What it does is it detoxifies your body. That's one. Secondly, your skin and hair. Skin starts glowing, the hair are healthier, and it's very good for your hormones. Like your mood swings won't be that erratic, especially for
Yeah.
females. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very nice.
Always.
I know that for you.
Okay. Okay. So, what advice would you give your younger self?
What advice I would give my younger self? Nothing. I would let my younger
Yeah.
self go through those hard times so that the lessons that I have today, I learned the harder way, because the harder you learn it, the longer it stays.
What are some things a lot of people don't know about you?
There are a lot of things like, well, I talk a lot,
Yeah.
which people do not really know about me. I talk a lot, and I have a huge friend circle. I love spending time with my friends, and but there's a side of me that's like I love staying alone in Mumbai, because that's a different lifestyle altogether. And I was
Yeah.
born and brought up in a joint family surrounded by 14 people. So
How
for
do you
me,
manage that?
sorry,
How do you
you get
manage
used
that?
to it. You get used to it. That's something I was born into, so it was easier for me to relate to. But staying alone in a different city is a different experience for me. So yeah, that's also very attractive for me.
Okay. Okay. To be honest, I always say I'm like I want to move and like stay somewhere else, also with work. But I don't think I can do it. Like my family lives around me. Like it's so. I don't know.
No, it's
I would be
always good
very
to have.
sad.
It's
Yeah.
always good to have your family around you. It's a benefit.
Yeah. But you're not at your comfort zone, like what you said. Like so, you have to do that.
That's very true.
Mm.
But it's like, so I get both best of both worlds. Like I'm working, and I make sure every 2 months or maybe every month I come back home, spend a weekend there, and then go back.
Oh,
So I get the
yeah.
best of both worlds. So it's
Yeah.
fine. Both work for
Yeah.
me,
And you can be focused on your work then also even more.
because
Yeah.
then you don't have to worry about other things, and your whole focus is there.
Yeah.
And especially being born and brought up in a Punjabi family, dieting can be a, you cannot be on a diet. So that works
I
very
feel
well for
even
me.
now that we're at home, like normally I cook myself, but now that we're at home, like my mom cooks, my stepdad cooks, so you eat only like really good food. It's really hard. It's really hard.
See, it's not like you can resist it, but you can resist it if it's not being made. If you have to make it, you're like, okay, let's chuck it.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah.
clean. But when it's already there in front of you,
And you cannot
that's
waste
when
food.
you cannot help yourself.
No. So
Yeah.
that's my struggle now. But okay, I have like another little game. I will start a sentence and you have to finish it. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I would love to work with.
Pankaj Tripathi. Just a different era of acting. He's a completely different actor than what we've already had. And he's also seen very hard times. He's come through the National School of Drama while he was working as a chef in a hotel. And, he's seen a lot of hard times. So someone
That's
who's
the
seen a
real
lot of hard
hustle.
times, yeah, that hustle, the experience he has, and once you work with them, once you get to know them, you learn a lot.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
So definitely something.
Nice. My most proudest moment in my life is or was.
Winning Top Model India as far as now, but yeah,
Of
we'll
course.
get better.
Okay. My favorite movie or show to watch is.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your
My
question.
favorite movie or show to watch is.
The one that hasn't been released.
Can you already tell us when it's going to be released? Or is
Once
that
I will. Once
Okay.
I know, I will.
Okay, okay,
It
nice.
was due in this
my
month, but the lockdown has just delayed everything.
Yeah, true.
So yeah.
Okay, I will keep it in mind. My guilty pleasure is.
Ice cream. Having whole tub of ice cream on my own, alone in the room watching Netflix.
Nice.
That's like my go-to thing.
I just wanted to ask, do you ever share ice cream? No, right? Just for
No,
yourself.
I stay alone. So I order a tub, I sit alone, I eat.
Even that I'm not staying alone. I eat everything alone.
When you're in a joint family, you have to share. You cannot be
No, but
the
I
meat
mean like
person.
when they are sleeping, then I have more food for myself.
You're lucky now.
Yeah. I cannot live without.
My PS4
Oh,
or my gym.
I thought you would say something deep.
Yeah, that's like my line. You can
Yeah.
actually put me in a room and leave me with my PS4 and give me some food, and I'll be sorted. I can enjoy that lockdown. Trust me.
The last one, the number one thing I wish I could.
The number one thing I wish I could do or be.
Yeah, could do or be. You can fill it in yourself.
The number one thing I wish I could. I could actually, if I could influence people on a larger scale.
Yeah.
Because see, what
Okay, but
happens, there are a lot of influencers. There are a lot of influencers. There are people with millions of followers. But the kind of content they are creating and the kind of messages they're sending across is not something very, very beautiful.
no.
You
And
gotta, if
sometimes
you
they
have a
also
huge
share
reach, you gotta make use of it.
Yeah, true. And I think a lot of people, when they have like a lot of followers, they sometimes are scared to give their opinion, and
Yeah.
that's a shame. So because you have
People
that,
are afraid of what might happen or if they might just get some hate or all those
Yeah.
things. I think if you're influencing, if let's say you have like 20, 30 million followers on Instagram or any social media platform,
Mhm.
I think you have a lot of lovers and a lot of people who admire you, look up to you, and you're their
You can
inspiration.
teach them things.
Yeah, so whatever you say leaves a very deep impact in their lives.
Yeah,
So make sure you spread good messages, positive vibes, sending and teaching them because you're actually building up someone's future.
yeah,
Let's just put it that way. And that's very important.
yeah. Nice. Love that answer. Okay, I have like I would love to teach you a Dutch phrase. So which
Ooh.
English phrase should I teach you in Dutch?
Anything that you're prepared with, I'm good with it. Let's go.
Oh yeah, to be honest, I normally like give them like all the options, but like what can we? Oh, okay. I love food.
I love perfect.
Okay.
Let's do that.
I is ik.
Ik,
Love is hou.
ik hou
Fun,
van
eten.
eten.
Ik hou van
Ik
eten.
hou van eten.
Yeah, nice one, right?
Ik hou van eten. Simple,
Yeah.
nice.
That's the only thing I say the whole day. I want to eat. Ik wil eten.
It's
Okay.
like Dutch has a little German touch to it or what? Because the pronunciation comes from
Germany Oh yeah, Germany is like our neighbor, so maybe
yeah,
that's why. Yeah.
It
Oh,
has a little
like
touch.
yeah. Okay.
Though I studied French in school, but okay.
Sorry.
I studied French in school, but
Mhm.
and we used to share classes with the German people, so I used to hear those pronunciations, so it's easy for me.
Okay. To be honest, I think German like sounds even worse than Dutch. I don't even like Dutch. Like I speak most English because Dutch is like it's not really beautiful language, but same with the, German. But
Okay.
would you love to teach me in Hindi phrase? You can teach me anything because I can understand it, but I cannot speak it yet. So I'm trying to.
So, do you want to say the same thing in Hindi,
It's your choice.
or is there anything else you want to say? Just give me a line.
No. Yeah, okay, you can choose, please.
Okay. I'm going to teach you pure Hindi now. I'm not going to give you the normal Hindi that people speak. I'm going to give you pure Hindi. So
Okay.
when they say I love Bollywood,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be मुझे
मुझे
हिंदी
हिंदी
सिनेमा
सिनेमा
बेहद पसंद है.
बेहद पसंद है.
मुझे हिंदी सिनेमा बेहद
Oh, मुझे हिंदी सिनेमा
बेहद
बेहद
पसंद है.
पसंद है. Yeah.
Yeah.
That word बेहद I forgot. Like yeah. Okay. Okay.
बेहद
Nice one.
like very. It's like I love it a lot.
Mm-hmm. I do. We watch every night. We watch at least one Bollywood movie. Now that we're
Oh,
at
wow.
home, because normally at the cinemas here they only have like the big movies that they show,
Right.
which we and that's good. But we don't see a lot of Bollywood movies because of that. So now that we're at home, we stream a lot, and yeah, we also watch like films we didn't know the actors of. So that's really nice.
That's
But
nice.
okay, that's nice. Sorry.
I said that's nice. That's very nice to hear things that people who stay so far from the country are still into Bollywood, and that's pleasant.
Every day. Yesterday somebody also asked me like, give me a Dutch song. And I was like, I only listen to Hindi songs lately, so I don't know even a Dutch song. So that's
I-
really fun. But let me see. Are there any other projects we can expect this year? Because you already said like something is coming up.
there were a few things, there were a few announcements, but someone ate a bat in China and we're stuck, so can't help it.
Yeah. So like there are a lot of things that are coming, but you cannot like say a lot because
Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about them, but there are like a lot of big things that are coming up, if I may add.
okay,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, so later this year I will just check it out.
I
But
hope so. It's announced this year.
oh yeah, that's also something. Every time like a 2 week extra, so I forgot
Yeah.
that. But before we end this interview, what is your personal mantra you live by?
What's my personal mantra I live by?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happens, happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Once you know the reason, the job becomes easy. Why? Because what we tend to do is we tend to crib about why is it happening. You know, that
I did
negative
like that.
aspect. Yeah. So I always say this, that stay away from negativity because it's got a problem for every solution.
Mm-hmm. That's so
So you got to
true.
look for the reason. You got to look for the reason and stay positive because eventually everything's going to fall in place.
Mhm.
But like, let's say about this lockdown, there has to be a reason why all of this is happening with us.
Mhm.
And what are we about to gain from this?
Yeah.
So let's stay positive, and that's the only way you can stay sane.
Yeah, that's so true. So many times you think like, why didn't I get this? Why
Yeah.
did this happen? And like later in life, you're like, I'm so happy that like life
Yeah,
just
that happened. Actually,
yeah. Okay, nice. Thank you so much. It was really beautiful.
it was a
And
pleasure.
yeah, thank you. And I will just look at the upcoming things that you're going to do. And yeah, hope to talk to you soon.
See you. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.